We are back for part two of our Small Talk Wednesday interview with UC Davis men's basketball head coach Jim Less. And we are about to play a game of Tell Us More.
Let's do this. I'm
All
ready.
right.
I think.
You think we'll see what happens here. First question. If you were allowed to play songs from just one band and one band only on a 14-hour road trip, what band would you choose?
You know what? Earth, Wind, and Fire. When I was growing up in high school, I had a hand-me-down huge green Mercury marquee with that 8-track, and there was a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire. With the windows down, we were blasting that.
One of those bands that you've probably seen in concert a few times.
Yes. I remember high school, that was the thing. We'd go down to downtown Chicago, and they used to have the Chicago Fest. And Earth, Wind, and Fire was a staple every year. And so I've very fond memories of hanging out with the high school friends that I'm still friends with today. And we talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire, and that song comes up, and it's just a reminder of my childhood.
If you had the opportunity to play one other sport professionally, what would you choose and why?
Well, I'm jealous of these golfers. I've gotten serious about my golf game. The scores don't reflect the fact that I'm serious, but I'm trying to get better and more serious about playing at a higher level so I can keep up with Monson and Russ, because they're awfully good.
They're the ringleaders. Yeah,
they are the ringleaders. But golf to me, playing all beautiful courses, the weather seems to always be nice, and I would, if I could reincarnate myself, I'd come back as a golfer. That looks like a lot of fun.
We'll go back to basketball real quick. Obviously, when people watch that sport, they are amazed at the athletic ability of some of these players and the high-flying dunks and whatnot. But in your opinion, what is the most underrated shot in basketball?
When I look back at our playing days, and I think of some of the players I played against in the teams, the mid-range jump shot. I remember, and again, I had the best seat in the house for a lot of games and watching some really good players. And I remember sitting there and watching guys, and when they pulled up to shoot the ball 17, 18 feet, not talking about threes like they're so prominent today, or, guys around the basket. I'm talking 17, 18 feet. And you're surprised when they miss.
Favorite vacation spot, if you're going to choose an area or an environment to be in, are you going to the beach, the mountains, or are you going to stick with big city life?
Well, I'm gonna do a little combination. Love Maui in Hawaii, not Honolulu, because that means work. That means we're playing a game, and we got to have the coaching face and game face on.
You're starring in a movie. You're getting your first opportunity to do so, and you're going to be playing a superhero in that movie. What superhero would you want to represent?
What superhero? Wow. I'll go Superman.
What's your kryptonite then, Coach?
And I'm getting better, but it's Brussels sprouts. So can't handle Brussels sprouts.
Not happening, right?
Yeah. Maybe fried, but anything fried is good. So
if you had to watch one movie over and over again because you love it so much, can you think of a movie?
I really like Shawshank Redemption.
Great movie.
That's an old favorite, and covers a lot of symbolic life instances and life lessons.
What's the one moment on a basketball court that you wish you could relive again at any level?
I love just sitting back in those championship moments when, you're watching your team cut down the net, and you're seeing the expressions on their face, and you're seeing the families of your staff, and the little kids are celebrating, and you're watching your guys on selection Sunday wait for their name to be called. And those are life experiences that they're never going to forget, and they're always going to remember. And to think you had some small part in helping it play out is really gratifying. I enjoy watching that from a distance, not necessarily taking part of it, but watching it and watching the people that you're around experience that, maybe many of them for the first time.
Well, Coach, it has been extremely enjoyable being able to talk to you and catching up with you. I am hoping that we will have some basketball to watch in the very near future. Watching all the Big West teams and your club out there competing in 2021. But thank you for spending time with us on Small Talk Wednesday.
Thanks, Mike.